Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Danielle here from Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I am so glad to have you here with me this afternoon, wherever you may be tuning in from. Welcome to Community Distance Reiki. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and make any requests or set any intentions for your personal well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to the request of everyone here. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for being here and thank you for your ongoing support. And if you're watching this on the replay, if you want to skip ahead to the healing, go to about the 1 hour point or where you see the lights begin to shift. And you can go ahead and enjoy the music and the Reiki from there. But yeah, if you would like to make sure that you come back and don't miss an opportunity to heal, because I am live 5 times a week, same days, same times. You can see that schedule in the description below, or you can go ahead and subscribe with your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity. If you get a chance, please hit that like button. It really helps people to discover the channel. And thanks again for being here. Let's dive on in. We usually do the crystal grid for about the first hour that we're together. And then after a brief explanation of what Reiki is, we transition right into the healing. And if you're waiting for any more information on me, my live online Reiki certification courses, my crystal shop, or to book one-on-one distance sessions or readings, go ahead and visit learnreikiphiladelphia.com or check out the description below for all of the links. So let's go ahead and say hi to everybody. I see some favorites popping in right now, and we'll start building this grid together. Welcome in, everybody. Let's straighten this up. I kept a couple crystals in from the 4 o'clock stream. We have, as usual, our mirror, which deflects any less than harmonious energy. We've got our beautiful copper spiral, which helps to break up energy blockages and get the flow going. We have some beautiful pink tourmaline. This is superb for anything that has to do with really women's health care, any kind of hormonal care, regardless of your gender, but especially with GYN concerns, it's perfect. It also helps mom and baby bonding. It's helpful for spine injuries, muscle weakness, and even to help break up and dissipate a negative self-image. It's also thought of as helpful for migraine and neuralgia. We also have peridot. This helps with breaking up cycles and patterns that we have that really aren't serving us. It also helps us to support those friendships that keep the best parts of us achieving and growing. It also helps things like the bowels, IBS, acidity, and digestion in that regard. So yeah, let's go ahead, say hi. I see Cora Carr definitely said hi. So good to see you, Cora Carr. Lots of love to you and your family. We have, let's see, I think I saw, Maricela, welcome back. Jennifer, welcome back. ARK, Patty, Dell, welcome. It's good to see you. And Tara, welcome in. Chris, good to see you again. And Belinda Wade, so happy to see you. Okay, cool. Let's get this, oh, hey, Poppy. It's wonderful to see you. We did meet earlier today. Everybody say hi to Poppy. Poppy is super, super sweet, and I got to meet them earlier today. So definitely extend the Philly welcome for all of us in Philly to Poppy and to everyone else that's here from all over the world. I believe Belinda Wade, I believe you're in Australia. And Lori, welcome back. It's good to see you too. Awesome. The little fuzzy bubblinis are in the living room. I was just doing a distance session for a dear friend, and they definitely photobombed this session. Vincent, great to see you too. Awesome. Yeah, it's going to get stormy here in Philadelphia this weekend, so I hope that you have some plans that don't involve being outside. Janice, welcome in. Awesome. Oh, so many good things. And I love the purple hearts, Cora Carr. Totally suits you. Okay, let's start diving in. So so good to see everybody. opening and expressing your artistic genius. It was definitely similar to a request that we had earlier. So we're going to go ahead and bring out my favorite duo for creativity. And that is Carnelian and Sodalite. Okay, let's see. Yeah, if you're just coming in, if you're new here, welcome. We are super friendly. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Feel free to request any intentions for your personal healing. We'll go ahead and we'll toss them into the grid for you. Let's see. So let's bring in that Sodalite. Sodalite really aids with expression. It's superb for the throat chakra, and that's really where expression sort of comes out. And the throat is always a tender place because think of it, whenever we're having feelings, it's in here. It's when we share them and speak them out and share our opinions and our experiences outwardly that they become open for the review and the input of everyone else. So this is one that helps bolster and support that. It also helps with homesickness. It helps with grounding impulses and any form of creative expression, be it dance, writing, public speaking. This is exceptional for that. Anything that has to do with expressing yourself. So let's go ahead and put this here. Carnelian is the stone of the sacral. The sacral is just beneath the navel, and there is everything that has to do with creative forces and creating. It's the center of where and how we relate to others. So relationships, whether it's romantic or friends, family, community, colleagues, etc. But when it comes to romance, this definitely helps us to attract a soulmate, as well as it helps with fertility, as well as sexual function and dysfunction, sexuality. It also aids with things like colds, wounds, allergies, things like that. And I absolutely love it for breaking up things like apathy. Like when you feel lazy and you know you want to do the thing, but you just can't bring yourself to do it. This is one of the stones you can use to help you reconnect with that and kind of light a fire under you and think of new ways to start doing the things you need and want to do. But yeah, the sacral chakra is the center of creativity. So Carnelian and Sodalite together. So all the best to you. And Jasper, Opal, and Larimar. Any particular Jasper? I have lots of Jaspers. Golden Healer. You have a Golden Healer quartz for me, Korakar? Thank you. Thank you. Aw, I will find something for you. We will trade. Thank you. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. Any other crystals for love and soulmate besides rose quartz and carnelian? Yes. Leopard skin jasper and even more so moonstone. That helps. And definitely moonstone helps with that. Golden Healer quartz I don't currently have, nor do I have Tibetanite, but I do have the Tibetan Quartz. I do have one of those. I have a whole bunch actually that I keep meaning to add to the website and I keep forgetting because this is the story of being a work from home workaholic. It's like you never finish doing anything. You just keep chasing your tail around. But yeah, I do have Tibetan Quartz, and Tibetan Quartz is super for intuition, connecting to the divine. This is one that I keep right here on my desk in front of me. It's also got a vug, which for those of you who've been here before, I've talked about these. This is what happens when a crystal forms around a piece of usually some kind of organic matter, whether it's like plant or a bug, anything. And eventually that biological product, it lasted long enough for the stone to form around it, but eventually it wore away, and so it leaves this sort of cavity behind, and that cavity is called a vug. And then within that cavity, new crystals form. But yeah, they all look like they have an inclusion. It's sort of like the Tibetan Herkimer diamond, in a sense. Extreme for intuition. So I'll go ahead and I'll bring that in. And I'll bring more in. I'll write up a little bit more and add it to the repertoire here for sure. Yes, leopard skin, jasper, and moonstone to the grid. Yes, I will get to everyone's request tonight. And anything for fibromyalgia, hands and wrist especially. Absolutely. Moonstone, leopard skin, for fibro. Hey, Martha! Good to see you. There's a couple stones for fibro, and I was just looking at them, and now they've slipped my mind, but I'm going to find them. Aha, ruby. Yeah, let's bring in some ruby. Ruby is great for fibromyalgia. There's a couple other ones too, but I've done a lot of reading on it because a friend of mine has fibro, and I've been looking for stones for her. And other things that ruby can do is it helps give you the courage to be yourself, and also courage in leadership. It gives you a lot of management type skill, like big bird's eye view, looking at all the different moving pieces, making the decisions that have to be made. Yeah, getting all the things done. It's also great for love and fertility. So absolutely good to have you here, Poppy. Let's see, these might just flop over, so I'm just going to put them aside here. There we go. So that is some ruby for fibro. Ruby is so pretty. Leopard skin jasper is great for calling in your romantic partner, but it's also great for healing with animals. So we're going to put this in for Chris's request, and also for Jennifer's request for your cat Corey for teeth and gums and things. This is a great stone for working with animals, and also anything that's impacting the skin. When I was fostering the kittens that you've come to know and love, it was a litter of 3 kittens, and I was super taking care of them for ringworm, which is a fungal infection of the skin, which is a lot to deal with for little kittens. I had a little lab in my bathroom. I used to work in a lab, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I helped them get over it. But this was hidden all up in my bathroom where they couldn't get to it, because it helps with healing animals and it helps with anything impacting the skin. But yeah, also coordination and balance. So we'll bring in that leopard skin jasper. Oh, yay! I'm so glad you got your package today. Wow, I can't believe it took a whole week to get to you. I mean, I can, but still. Oh, I'm glad. And there's another one too that helps with fibro. And I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I will find it and I will add it. So moonstone also helps with attracting a romantic partner. It's also great for connecting with wisdom in general, especially older wisdom or any kind of older healing arts or divination arts or astrology. This really helps access that wisdom and to learn it. It's great for trusting divine timing, developing intuition, releasing patterns, connecting with the divine feminine, and anything having to do with women's health. This has a big connection too. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring this in. Oh, awesome. Oh, I love these requests. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. We got carnelian already. Lori, opal, Larimar, and any particular kind of jasper, Lori? Or do you have any special intention? Let's see. Leg tension, restlessness, and motivation. Polychrome jasper. Okay. Opal and Larimar. So this is some beautiful fire opal in there. This was given to me by one of the jewelers on Jewelers Row, my dear friend Janie. And opal is sacred to the shaman. It helps anyone that's doing spiritual work or really doing good work in the world to avoid the gaze of people who would do them harm or, upset their work or try to stop them from doing good work. So this is very protective. It's good for cloaking and helping you do what needs to get done for the greater good. So yeah, I love opal. Okay. We also have Larimar, which is for following our spiritual purpose in our unique and individual way. This helps us to embody the confidence we need to move forward on our spiritual path, especially knowing that when you follow your spiritual path, it's not going to look like anyone else's. So it does require quite a bit of pioneering to be yourself, but this is definitely the stone of spiritual pioneering. It also helps to separate the self from the ego so that you can continue to move your spiritual purpose along with a healthy, balanced ego rather than pushing yourself forward, pushing your mission forward rather than yourself. So this is Larimar. Let's see. Let's put this here. There we go. Let's do some polychrome. Polychrome jasper is one that I've been working with a lot. I actually have a really nice polished piece that I keep in my living room. I should probably keep it out here. Polychrome jasper is from Madagascar, and it's discovered fairly recently, like within the last 10 years, and just started really getting popular in the States right before COVID hit, and it's totally perfect for that. This is a stone that helps you kind of get up, get motivated, and start acting on your soul's purpose. It's very connected with your Earth Star chakra, which is beneath the root, and that has to do with enacting our soul's purpose, actually doing the things we need to do to advance our reason for being here, essentially. It helps to motivate, inspire. It helps to shake off that, like, I'd rather just sit in the corner and kind of play on my phone about it. It can really be a powerful motivator. And it comes in a lot of different colors, and I absolutely adore it. So polychrome jasper, and if you'd like a different jasper, let me know. Oh, and congratulations, Martha. You're starting on Monday. I'm so happy for you. Let's see. Angelite, blue apatite, chrysocolla, apatite. Okay. I only have, blue agate. I have blue lace agate. I'll do blue lace agate and blue apatite. And chrysocolla. And angelite. Angelite is fun. It's, as the name would suggest, it's for connecting with the angels. It's also my favorite stone for how different it looks tumbled versus raw. It actually comes in these white and brown geodes, and then you crack them open and it's this bright blue, and it's so beautiful. And then they tumble and they look like this. Absolutely connecting with your angels, feeling their presence, having their guidance around. And this goes with any way that you relate to the angels. So I relate to them in a much more secular way, not religious at all. I also work with integrated energy therapy, or IET. It's another energy healing system. It's similar to Reiki in that it's energy healing and that it's passive. It's completely different in that it's a different energy. You're actually channeling the angels' energy. And this one resonates with it quite a bit. My experience of the angels is that they support us in our soul's purpose and our life's mission, and in finding happiness and joy and leaving behind what no longer serves, alleviating emotional pain. So this can help with all of the above. So let's go ahead and put Angelite here, Angelite there. I'm also going to bring in some blue lace agate, which also helps expression, much like sodalite does, but in a much softer, gentler way. This helps us to communicate things that are difficult, whether it's difficult for us to say or we know it's going to be difficult for the person to hear. Either way, it's also great for tension headaches, skin allergies, anything having to do with the sore throat. And it's also got a connection with the bones. So arthritis and fractures are often thought of with this stone. But it's a very gentle stone. It empowers you to say the things that are hard to say. It empowers you to say the things that are going to be hard to hear. And it supports you in the gentler expressions that need be had. It's a very gentle healing stone. So let's go ahead and put some in the center here. And around here. Fantastic. Blue apatite is, the name is kind of hilarious because it helps with everything that has to do with our relationship with food. So if you're stress eating or stress not eating or having difficulty in any aspect with your relationship with food, comfort food or anything like that, this can be very, very helpful. So it also is another one that helps empower expression through the throat, and also a feeling of nurturing as you express. So we'll bring this in. So blue apatite. Okay. And chrysocolla. Hey, JS, good to see you. Perfect jasper for motivation, maybe also Dalmatian jasper for the sleep. Absolutely. Dalmatian jasper, we will add that in. Absolutely, Janice. That's really sweet. That's a really sweet intention. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. Definitely chrysocolla can help with a lot of the requests today. Yeah, chrysocolla is all about encouraging us to follow our spiritual purpose. It's one that helps us to make decisions, especially when you're trying to follow your spiritual purpose, but you're like hesitating and you're like, I can't make a decision, I can't make a decision, I can't make a decision. This one will be helpful. This and also mookaite for the same reason. It also helps with finding new ways of being creative and moving energy through your body. and tapping into different parts of your creative side. But yeah, this is really helpful if you're looking to follow your soul's purpose and you just need some support and like a little bit of like a pep squad along the way. Chrysocolla is there for you. So we've got that. We've also got Dalmatian jasper. This one helps with clearing energy. It's actually black tourmaline going through jasper. And black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy. It's really powerful in so doing. And when it's sort of streaking through jasper like this, it actually brings that black tourmaline clearing energy into our auric field and helps clear any energy that just isn't ours or isn't ours any longer. It's also great for bringing about cooperation, and it's excellent for digestive stuff. So IBS, Crohn's, it's good for cynicism, like if you've just gotten kind of cynical, to kind of keep this around. And it definitely, because it can help clear energy, it can help us sleep pretty well. So there is Dalmatian jasper. Whoop, this one jumped out. You'll go there. There. And it's such a pretty stone. Hey, Prudence Jane, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. Well, Del, I put in the Tibetan Quartz, but I don't have golden healer quartz. The closest thing I have is rutilated, which I'm going to pull anyway for Korakar. But if you have another request, let me know. So rutilated quartz is clear quartz with these thin rutils running through it. Sometimes they're kind of, let me set the camera. There we go. So rutils or rutilated quartz, these are thought to focus the healing energy. So this is whether you're getting any kind of healing, like cancer treatments, for example. If the intention is to help focus the treatments on where they're meant to go, this is a gift of well-wishing for exactly that. It also helps to focus the mind. It helps to focus your own energy behind your intentions, and it helps to energize. This is one that's often thought to help give us energy if we've gotten kind of run down or if we're trying not to get run down, and it's thought to kind of like boost our energy to help us keep going. So yeah, this has been for decades. This has been thought of as a beautiful gift for folks who are battling cancer. And so lots of love to Korakar's stepfather with that, but also for energizing. And not only does it help the mind to focus, it also helps to support the mind-body connection overall, which is super helpful. And let's see what else we got here. Dropping the doing and just being. After all, we are human beings, not human doings. Oh man, you are right. You are so right. Huh. Human being, not human doing. I like that. Yeah, Dalmatian jasper isn't one of those stones that resonates with you visually, but you like its properties. I totally understand that. Let's see. Strength to move forward with yourself and best in life for your kids and your grandkids. So let's see. Strength to move forward. Let's bring in some green onyx. This one definitely helps moving forward despite any kind of emotional pain. And I love it for that. So it's also great for grief, sadness, and also making decisions for our highest good. So this can be good for anything from like emotional shutdown to just needing some emotional cradling and support, like a hug from the universe. Yeah, so I hope that this supports you in moving forward in a way that's meaningful to you, gives you lots of love and support, and lots of love and support to you and your grandkids as well. Let's see. I did see a request for a return of Zest for Life for Patty from Cora Carr. So I'm going to bring in some emerald, which definitely helps with that. It's also helpful for inviting success, which I think a lot of us could ask for right now, as well as healing skin and tissue. It also helps restore self-confidence, especially if you've been bullied or picked on, particularly about appearance. This can be really helpful. It's a very loving stone. So there is emerald. Something to help leave the past behind. Let us bring in the malachite. This is, I find malachite gets such a mixed bag of what people think about it. A lot of folks are like, oh, don't work with that. It'll find the things you need to let go of. It'll cause all this pain. And it's like, no, it's helping you move through the pain that you've been holding on to. It's almost like letting go of things that no longer serve and leaving the past in the past, or leaving something behind. A lot of times we're holding on to something because we fear what things will happen or what will take its place when we let go of it, right? This helps us to move through anything that we need to let go of, especially things that are near and dear to our heart. So things that are like more bitter than sweet to let go of, but aren't serving us overall. Malachite for sure. So it's not a bad stone. It's just, it's good to recognize how hard it can be to carry those things that no longer serve, and to, this is a stone that helps us to, yeah, it's going to hurt. It's a little bit like pulling off a Band-Aid, but this helps us go through that process, and it supports us through it. So malachite for leaving things in the past for sure. Finding a job that doesn't drain you. Chrysocolla can be really helpful, which is there, but I'm also going to bring out tourmalinated quartz. So when we talked about Dalmatian jasper and how black tourmaline runs through it and it just looks sort of spotted like a Dalmatian, what we're not seeing is the rest of the black tourmaline going through that stone. Here we can see it because quartz is clear. When black tourmaline, which dispels negative energy and kind of breaks it up, it does exactly that. It breaks things up, things like scar tissue, whether it's on your body, in your body, or emotional scar tissue for sure. This is great for grounding and releasing nervous energy. It's great for especially releasing and breaking up patterns that we've held on to as far back as childhood. It definitely helps with finding new jobs, gigs, and opportunities to create revenue, whether it's like a side gig or some passive income. This is a great stone to help you with that. It's also great for good fortune and good luck. So I think it'll really help. Janice for well wishes for her kids and grandkids. Also great for emotional trauma, and also thought to break up blockages in the heart and cardiac system. So I hope that this is supportive of you moving forward. getting a new job or career. So that's tourmalinated quartz and rutilated quartz, respectively. And we've got you had a malachite owl in high school. It moved a lot of things around for me. Lost it, and I give it thanks for the gift of love and change. Oh, I love that. Okay. We also have, let's see. Golden tiger eye, red tiger eye. We've got moonstone, mookite, clear and smoky, amethyst, carnelian, black onyx, citrine. Gotcha. Black onyx, bloodstone, garnet, emeralds there, rubies there, yellow calcite, pyrite sunstone. And garnet, mookite, awesome. So mookite, we mentioned a couple times already today. This one helps us with making those decisions and accepting change as it comes in. So whenever things are changing and we feel like, I don't want to make any decisions, I'm scared to move, I'm scared to do what have you, this is a great stone. It also goes by the name Australia jasper. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this piece here. Orange sunstone helps to remind us that we did not come here to play small. We are bigger and can do and achieve more than we think we can. It's got almost like a jetpack of encouragement to help us see that there's so much more potential for ourselves than we even know. So we're going to bring this in. So sunstone, one of my more favorite stones. I'm working with this stone a lot personally right now. Garnet helps us with organization and efficiency. Also with the creativity to look at how things are getting done and do them the best possible way. But basically, this is one that lends strength in times of change, also balance and grounding. But this is one that helps us, I very much love it with ruby. It helps us organize and get ready and think of how we're going to get the things done. So it helps us figure out, again, the courage, the organization, and the practicality needed to launch something new or get to our next level. And it can be really, really helpful for lots of different things, but especially career or anything that's going to involve a lot of steps, a lot of paperwork, things like that. Very encouraging and helps you make the most of your time. Citrine helps us with financial abundance. It also helps us to balance logic with intuition. It helps with making good financial decisions, with addictions and compulsions. And guess what, Poppy? This is the other stone that helps fibromyalgia. Citrine. So yeah, it's this beautiful brown orangey color. It's in the ground, it forms from amethyst. If amethyst is in the ground with a significant amount of heat and pressure, it will over time turn into citrine. This is one that you definitely don't want to leave out in the sun. It will fade, it'll bleach out. There we go. Lots of citrine. Black onyx grounds fear and anxiety. It helps us work through self-doubt and grief. It's energetically very, very protective. It also helps to establish and reaffirm connection to our ancestors if we're doing any kind of spiritual or divination work with them. And it's also helpful just overall for self-esteem. Yeah, protection, connection to our ancestors, and self-esteem. I love it. Absolutely love it for all of those things. There we go. It's black onyx. It's always just stately and beautiful. Another one that helps with dispelling self-doubt is bloodstone, which also goes by the name heliotrope. It helps lift despair and bring emotional stamina and perseverance to like long-term things. And oh look, oh hi, we have a Gertie baby. Yes we do. Okay. Oh, you're gonna serenade us with the purrs? You go ahead, you serenade us with them purrs. Help in the stream. You know right where to look. You always know where your camera is. Yeah, little kitty. Yeah, it's a little Gertie love for everyone. Yeah. Oh, you go ahead and you bring some purrs. But yeah, like I was saying, bloodstone or heliotrope also helps with quieting your mind during meditation. It's a deep, deep green with spots of red, and it balances the heart chakra with the root. Any kind of big, tremendous loss that leaves you also feeling like the ground underneath you, just like somebody sucked the rug out under you, definitely a time for bloodstone. Bloodstone and green onyx are great for grief. And are you giving me kisses? That's so cute, you little bug. Just coming right up here with them purrs. I know, right? Aw, we always want to feel better. I think we need to get better at feeling. Any crystal for getting better at feeling? It's a good question. Janice, I have a polychrome jasper here, here, and here. Let's see. I often think of rhodonite for that. I feel like the reason a lot of people don't feel is because it's like a shutdown. Like there's a need to heal some kind of heartache, heartbreak, or grief. And rhodonite can be helpful. Oh. Yeah, this is great for overcoming breakups, unrequited love, and the end of relationships, including grief if your partner has passed on. This is also great for insecurities, even on the extreme for folks who have experienced emotional abuse. This can be helpful. But in general, it helps heal the heart so we can open our heart to love again. So that is rhodonite. And Gertie just purring away. Yay, just purring away. Red tiger eye is one of the most protective stones you can have. It's basically golden tiger eye that formed under the ground nearest iron, giving it this kind of reddish color, and it is kind of hard to pick up. There we go. But yeah, it's great for manifesting quick financial support, but also for deflecting any kind of malevolence, whether it's bullying and that kind of thing on the mundane level, like being picked on, toxic kind of stuff, all the way up to and including, like, say, spiritual malevolence, psychic attack, that kind of thing. And oh my goodness, Gertie. She's just like jumping into my arm like, I want all the Reiki. Like, we have to share, babe. We have to share. So yeah, we'll bring in some red tiger eye. Golden tiger eye is also quite protective, but it also helps with things like study and research. It's got a great impact on the mind. also has a fantastic impact on the solar plexus, the sense of self. It helps empower us. It helps to give us strength and balance and courage to stand up and be who we are. It also helps protect against envy and jealousy. So pretty. And big picture thinking. If you're thinking of like somebody who's going to be in charge of a lot of things, or you're embarking on a big project, or you're going to start a business, this is a great stone for that. So that's golden tiger eye. And Gertie is just curled up in one of my arms and is doing dead weight. I'm like, it's so funny. At some point I'm going to need both arms, lady. Let me see. You can't really see. Yeah, like totally flopped over. Hey. Yeah, you got your belly out. Belly up, neck up. Yeah, I'm just very trusting. Pyrite is fool's gold, and fool's gold does bring the real gold. It also is very protective while helping to open our intuition. So if you or someone you know is fairly new to opening intuition, this is a great one to do this with. It is kind of hard to balance that. Yes, I want to be open, but only to these certain things and not these other things. This really helps hold that space. It's also fantastic for things like brain and memory, as well as many folks equate it with the ability to help absorb Reiki or make the most of a Reiki session. So we'll bring this in. I love pyrite. It's such a funky stone. It grows in a square like this. Cat moms, we learn to work with just one arm. It's true. We do. Awesome. Oh, yeah, she's got them purrs. Oh, them purrs. Okay. Yellow calcite is a wonderful joy stone. You can stay here. It's a wonderful joy stone. It helps us to take the joy we have in who we are, to find that and bring that forward as we move forward in life. It radiates positivity. It helps us to step into our very healthy self-pride, being proud of who we fundamentally are as well. So yeah, way to bring a ray of sunshine into your life is with yellow calcite. Awesome. And we've got intentions, amplification of spirit channeling, energetic sustenance for your servitor, and Corey's teeth and gums, and financial abundance. So we've got the financial abundance with the citrine and the pyrite. Also going to bring in and I left a couple off of Martha's request. I just realized. We're going to bring in some clear, smoky, and amethyst. Let's bring in some chevron amethyst, because this will also support Jen's request. This one definitely helps with connecting to the spirit realm, to our guides, to hearing their messages, channeling visionary work, journey work. It's basically helps us to send the requests and energy up and then receive it back down. I love this stone for channeling and connecting with spirit. It's like it strengthens the two-way. So if you have trouble hearing responses or understanding responses, this and kyanite can be really helpful for that. So let's put these here. We'll put that right next to the Angelite. Clear quartz helps to take an intention and magnify it. It's also great, like if you want to make your own healing talisman, any shape, any style of clear quartz, it's a memory stone. It's actually used in recording. It is very much a memory stone, and you can hold on to it and ask it to hold a certain intention or healing energy, and it will do that for you. It also helps to amplify the strength of other stones. So we will bring this in. Let's put it underneath. These guys. Okay. And rose quartz, we all love rose quartz. This is just wonderful, unconditional love energy that is so supportive and so consistent. It makes it easier to let go of the energies and things that we just don't need anymore. It's especially good if we have that feeling of stuckness. It's like, I want to let go of this, but I don't want to let go of it. This can be really helpful. Just bring some rose quartz around and put it around and carry it around. You can sleep with it around. It's a very gentle stone. So it's one that you can use for a long period of time. Go. There we go. Awesome. And we have some smoky. Smoky quartz aids with protection and transmutation. It fundamentally changes the energy. It's also one that it was used even as far back as at least the Middle Ages to protect property. So definitely thought of as like anti-thievery stone kind of protection. It also calms worry and breaks up energy blockages. You might see it in a color like this. It's like barely darker than clear quartz, but you may also see it in a darker version like this. Yeah, this is also smoky quartz, and it looks basically black. Oh, you going on your merry way there, Gertie? Oh, you're gonna stay. Okay, good. Gertie is in the underdesk cat bed. But yeah, let's bring this in. I love having smoky quartz around any place that I do Reiki professionally because it helps to keep that energy shifting to something better. You have a rose quartz dog. Oh, but don't tell Gertie. Gertie is raising our collective energy vibration. My goodness, I've volunteered in animal shelters and stuff for years. I was a pet sitter off and on for cats. And this cat, it's rare that you see a cat that's just like, oh, good, you're here. Like, unbelievable. Like, I can straight up give her a raspberry belly, and she's like, just all about it. Her sister is like, not so much. She's a little bit more high strung. Let's see. I know I must be missing some. Jennifer, for amplification of, or rather, energetic sustenance for your servitor. One that I like for that, as far as like any kind of something that represents sustenance, is I really like to use Kambaba stone. Sorry for that loud clang. This is actually Kambaba stone, which is often called Kambaba jasper, and it's not technically a jasper. This is what it looks like tumbled. This is what it looks like raw. It is fossilized blue-green algae, which is enough for people to live off of for quite some time if they have to. It's definitely like a mana of sorts. So if you want to put this on as you can use this as a stand-in for an ancestor and an altar. Plants love the energy of Kambaba stone. I have a huge piece of it near some plants that don't get any natural light, really. I just have like grow lamps on them and some of this, and they're still doing pretty well. So I would say this. So let's put this here. It's great for connection with ancestors, for sure, and connection with nature. And that's Kambaba stone. Let's see. Let's see too. Bone, knee, and joint health for Vincent. Aquamarine. Let's do some howlite for Vincent. Great for bones and joints, and also great for bones in general. I have bone density issues, and this can be really helpful. It's great for anything having to do too with like whether it's a broken bone or a dislocation or anything like that. Very, very helpful. It's thought to help things like calcium absorptions, but it's also considered like the teeth, hair, and gum stone. So this will definitely help Jen's cat Corey. But this is also a great stone for anger, resentment, and frustration. It helps take the volatile bite out of the anger and resentment, so you can really look at what's causing it and make some changes, hopefully, so that you're not just sort of prone to the volatility of it. So this is howlite. I wanted to bring in a piece of aquamarine for Corey, Jen's cat, as well, who's having some gum issues, but also for Susan and Greg. This is a stone that can bring about justice. It's also a great stone for forgiveness and for any kind of bodily fluids. It's also a stone that helps to deflect pettiness, as well as when people are looking for an outlet for their negative feelings in the form of another person. So it's a very anti-Karen stone. So yeah, aquamarine for all of those things. Okay. And what else do we have here? Intention for upward, inward, and outward growth of self and laser focus towards it. Laser focus, you've got your rutilated. Inward, upward, and outward growth of yourself. That's a good one. Definitely moss agate is helpful. Very, very helpful. It's a deeply spiritual stone, but also very mundane. This one helps with any kind of infection or disease, anything that's spreading through the body. In Chinese medicine, they would use the term has wind, meaning it's spreading through the body quickly. So whether it's fungal, bacterial, whatever, this helps the body to gain the upper hand. On a spiritual level, it helps with connection with nature, releasing fears of the unknown. So if you feel stuck and you don't know your next step, it also helps with inner child work, higher self work, any kind of inside work that we're doing on ourselves, as well as connection to divine everything, connection to unconditional love, connection to spirit as you understand it. So this can help you grow in that way. Whatever the spiritual growth is that you're working with or that you need, this can kind of help you connect. So, moss agate. There we go. Just put a whole bunch there. And also, I want to say aventurine. Definitely sunstone is going to help you too, and that's already in there. But aventurine is great for expanding all the ways that you see yourself, feeling supported in your heart. It's almost like a more supportive version, where sunstone is like, you have so totally got this. Here's the sun. Here's everything. This is more of a like, come on, it's okay. You can do this. You are bigger than you think. It's like the heart-centered hug version, where sunstone is they showed up with the pots and pans, making noise saying, come on, we're throwing you a parade. So this is aventurine. I really love this for encouraging, like, continuing on your journey and moving forward and making progress on your soul's journey in a very heart-centered way. It's also good for fertility, eye problems, and working with computers, like learning new computer skills. It's got a strong link to that. Especially if you're someone who feels like, oh, I can never do that. I'm scared of computers. Aventurine is really helpful for that. Okay. And for Chris, I have the stones for Chris. Energy blockages, absolutely. We have some good ones for energy blockages. With the copper, with the pyrite, with the tourmalinated quartz. Let's do some shungite. This is really good for energy blockages, but also to feel like to clear your energy as well. It also helps with emotional pain and relieving stress. And like, what Friday night could possibly be complete without relieving stress, right? But also feeling on a physical level, tissue repair, physical recovery after surgery, illness, or injury. And if you're sensitive to electromagnetic interference, this can be helpful too. So that's shungite. And I know that for Chris, as well as for Greg and Susan, I want to bring in sapphire. This helps with speedy justice, and it aids channeling. So connection to spirit in a very, very profound way so that you can bring through messages. It also helps with envisioning potential change. It's thought to help the eyes, the ears, and the thyroid. So that is sapphire. Hang on one moment. Sorry, just a cavalcade of sirens. Lots of love to whoever they were going to support. Okay. And let's see, last couple. We have peridot. Got most of those. I definitely want to bring in aragonite with Caribbean blue calcite. The blue calcite, the blue here, helps with connection to the soul star, which is above the crown, and that's where we envision our soul's potential. That's where we get a connection to the highest potential of what we can be, which is always updating and getting bigger if we're, working on it. And the brown or tan, the aragonite, helps with the Earth Star chakra, which is the one beneath our root. That connects us with enacting our soul's purpose, or walking the walk in that sense. So it balances everything between it, including the flow of Kundalini energy in the body. So we'll bring this in. And got rose quartz, Herkimer. Yeah, I think we've got room for Herkimer. Yeah. Herkimer helps with manifesting in a deeply spiritual way. It basically says, what I'm asking for, universe, please let it be in the greatest alignment and impact to everyone that it touches. It also helps us be in the present moment. It aids with metabolism and intuition, and it can help to harmonize energy that doesn't feel quite so harmonious. So that's Herkimer diamond. Okay. Oh, that looks extra pretty. Okay. So normally we're at the point where I would pick a couple of stones and say, hey, let's vote on these stones. But I think we're good. I think that we're going to do the other thing that we sometimes do, which is I want everybody that feels comfortable enough to do this anyway, while I'm describing what Reiki is and what to expect for those who are new, go ahead and use the chat to share some things that you are grateful for, in whatever way that you feel to share it in such a public venue. But yeah, share the things that you are grateful for. That will help rise the energy and bring the energy up even more, and it will just benefit all of us so much. So y'all get on that. If you haven't already hit the like button, please consider doing so. I'm going to describe what Reiki is, and then we're going to get into the healing. So if you haven't used the loo, and you need to before you lay down for your Reiki, this is a great time. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. If you want to learn more about my live online Reiki certification courses, one-on-one distance sessions and tarot readings, or visit my crystal shop, you can go ahead and do that at learnreikiphiladelphia.com, or check out the links in the description for all the details you need. You'll also find a link in the description for my email newsletter, which has all the upcoming events and classes and specials and things like that. So yeah, so what is Reiki? Well, the style of Reiki I've been working with for over 15 years now, professionally for almost 15 years now, is known as Usui Reiki. And this particular method is named after its founder, Mikao Usui, who created this particular system in the early 1920s of Japan. It is highly spiritual, but also very secular. And that is one of the major reasons it really resonates with us in the West. The concept of just what energy is, or what we mean by that, we can really look to Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everything is interconnected. Me, you, the earth, the trees, the animals, the plants, the earth. Everything is interconnected, and everything has a soul. Within that interconnectedness, there's additional spiritual forces at play, one of which is a spiritually guided soul energy or life energy. And that's roughly what Reiki is translated to here in the West. That energy, it's thought, flows through everyone and everything, everywhere, all the time. Our body, mind, and spirit are always working with this energy to bring about the best balance and healing for us that we can in that moment. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and essentially direct more of it to you, regardless of where you happen to be in the world in relation to me, and regardless of when. So if you're watching this in the future, hello from the past, you're going to have just as fun and healing a time. If you would like to join me live, the regular days and times that I stream are listed in the description, or you can subscribe with your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity. And for those of you who are here live, if you ever do want to come in and get some healing, but I happen not to be live, go ahead to the past healing live stream playlist, pick a stream by the picture of the grid on the thumbnail, and you can even skip ahead to the healing and just enjoy if that's what you feel like. It's always there for you, and regardless of when you're finding this video, you are absolutely going to get all of the healing love sent to you, regardless of whether you were able to be here in temporal time or not with us. This energy, as it flows through me and to you wherever you happen to be, it will show up in a number of different ways and different to each person. You may feel some feelings in your physical body, some sensations. You may have some emotional feelings come up or get released. Mentally, you may have an opportunity to think some things through you've been trying to resolve for a while, or hear your subconscious come up. And spiritually, you may have some intuitions. You may get a sudden epiphany or awareness or idea, or you may just sort of connect with your spirit guides, whatever might be the case for you. You may also just have a deeply relaxing nap, which is never to be just. It's always healing naps are always amazing. Whatever this healing session looks like to you today is the perfect way. Just like we're mostly made of water and we don't really think about it, and when we drink water, we don't have to think about all of the things that our body has to do with that water. It's much the same with Reiki energy. It's flowing through us all the time, even if we're not aware of it. And simply allowing more of it to flow through our body will take care of it, and we can just have a beautiful experience. You don't have to do anything to enjoy your session. I generally suggest that you just get comfortable, whether it's sitting up, laying down, whatever works for you, but you don't have to hold still. You can combine this with some yoga stretches, some journaling, some music, whatever resonates with you. This is your 25 minutes for you to enjoy how you want to enjoy it, but you definitely don't have to focus on anything or keep your mind silent. The Reiki will be there no matter what. During the session, I will turn the lights down. You'll notice them moving slowly and gently through several different colors. At no point will they flash or strobe. The music, you can find the content creator who developed that music at the Relaxation Works, and her link is at the bottom of the description. Definitely check out her channel if you want to listen to this kind of music in the background of your day. After the 25-minute session, I will reopen the chat, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might have, or simply hear out any experiences that you feel inclined to share. And then after that, we'll go on and have a beautiful day. Like I said, I'm here 5 times a week. You can go ahead and subscribe or look at the times below. I will, as this is being recorded at the 8 p.m. on Friday evenings, I will be back 8 p.m. on Sunday evening. So thank you so much for being here, and let's go ahead back into the session, see all of those beautiful well wishes and gratitudes, and then we'll get into the healing. Ooh, pretty. You guys did a great job. Nicely done. That feels really balanced and good. Oh, look at all these. Aw. Thank you, Poppy, Jennifer. Aw, kitty snuggles. Aw, Susan, it's good to see you too. Dell, Martha, Sri, Del. Awesome. Okay, so everybody go ahead, get nice and comfortable, and just go ahead and relax. I'll take it from here. I'll see you all in 25 minutes. Enjoy your session. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. Gertie came up to spread some love. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions or anything to share, go right ahead and use the chat. They do have quite the beautiful coloring. You're so welcome. Thank you too. Oh, that's so sweet. Lori's your daughter. Oh, Dell, that's beautiful. I hope you have a lovely weekend too, Lori. Yeah, Dell, did you say you're in Europe? Did you say you're in Ireland? I'm not entirely certain, but yeah, it's really late for you guys. Oh, Patty, I'm so glad it was. Martha, natural vest. Thank you, Susan. Oh, Grace, I'm so glad you're here. Lots of love. You're so welcome. Gertie is currently cleaning Hattie's ears, so they're having their Friday night self-care too. Aw, thank you. Oh, everybody, don't forget to hit the like button if you don't mind. There's also a special going on 1 hour one-on-one over Zoom, distant healing and tarot readings with me. If you purchase 2 sessions, which never expire, it's $128 total, so $60 for each session. You can split it with someone, you can use one now and one later, you can keep them for when you need them. It's totally up to you. If you go to the shop page on my website where the crystals are, just scroll down past the crystals and you'll see where you can purchase it. Yes, Ireland. Awesome. Oh, you're both in Ireland. I have a wonderful contact in Ireland too that I know from Philly, and she's lived in Ireland for some time now. Let's see if I can get her information up. She goes by a different name than I knew her by, and I have to remember what it is, but next time I see you, I will have it for you. You're welcome, Vincent. Katrina Brady. She also teaches integrated energy therapy like I do. And she does more astrology-based stuff. She has a yearly astrology book that comes out. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. I will be here Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time. Everybody in the U.S. that's in the path of these storms that are heading in, please be safe. Lots of love to everyone in the southern states who got hit with tornadoes today. maybe not get flooding tomorrow. May everybody be okay. And lots of love. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. You guys really do fill my life with as much joy as I can possibly express. Oh, you're very welcome, Del. Lots of love. Oh, Poppy, I'm so glad. I'm sorry today was difficult, but I'm glad that I had some part in making it better, and I'm glad that you were here with all of us. Yeah. Lots of love to you too. So everyone, take care of yourselves. Have a beautiful weekend, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care of yourselves, and bye for now.